Hello and welcome back. I have a special video for you today. It's not been done on the 1200. This has been done on the Yamaha. So let me ask you, are you tired of settling for subpar audio quality, ready to immerse yourself in a world of unparalleled sound? Let me introduce to you the TDK DJ2. Is this tape the ticket to your sonic revolution? Join us as we uncover the secrets behind its exceptional frequency response and distortion findings. Get ready to elevate your listening experience to new heights with the DJ2. Don't miss out on this audio adventure. Let's dive in and discover the magic together. Now. It's time to take a close look at the charts and the results on the TDK DJ2 tape. I've done all of the number crunching so you can sit back and relax and enjoy the numbers that tell the story of this impressive tape. From frequency response to distortion levels, I've got all of the juicy details lined up for you. Get ready to see how the TDK DJ2 shines. So grab your popcorn, get comfy, and let's explore the tape and the charts together. Exciting stuff ahead. The thing to look at here is how sharp the leading edge is. It's absolutely gorgeous, look at that. Here comes the white noise. Now that's a very good result, but at minus 20 you can see it's even better, so that's indicative. Here's the full shot and you can see they're quite balanced left and right, and they've got the same sort of patterns on both sides, so it's looking good, really good. Looking at the silence here, it's at minus 81 dB, which is very good. Looking at the pink noise, 0 dB pink noise here is quite nice, and then there's minus 20, almost identical. Looking at the white noise and looking at the pink noise and things like that, it's looking pretty good. Next we'll look at the distortion, what we're actually getting, not some mythical numbers that you see printed, and then we'll finish off with a bit of music and we can see what the roundup is, and I'll try and put it into some sort of perspective for you so that you can decide whether it's a tape you're interested in or not. So here we go. This is a nice looking signal here, 1 kHz 0 dB. Unfortunately though, the distortion there, this little spike you can see, is only 30 dB down below the main signal, but a lot of people wouldn't be able to tell that that was happening. However, the 1 kHz at minus 20 looks really good here. Now looking at the 3 kHz 0 dB, you can see there it's looking pretty good, but there is a distortion at 9 and also at 15K. But if you go on to the minus 20, it's looking really good again. And finally, the bit we've all been waiting for, the actual frequency responses. So we'll see the 0 dB first, and then we'll see the minus 20 dB, and then we'll listen to some music. Looking at this, you can see it's got output right up to 20 kHz, but it's a fairly steep slope. So let's have a look at the minus 20. Ah, now that's more like it. If you do plus or minus 4 dB, you've got output up to 17 kHz, which is very good. That's a very nice straight bit there, but that brings in a question. So I'll pop up and let's see this face to face. So what does all this mean? Well, really, it means that you've got a very good tape there. It can go right up to the top quite happily. It's very quiet. There's not a lot of hiss. And if you don't overdrive it, you will get good results from this. But if you do overdrive it, it's going to sort of crash and burn. So effectively, I would say go for about minus 4, minus 5 as being your peaks, your average peaks. You can go for much higher for big peaks, but keep your general peaks at around about minus 4, minus 5, and you will get the best recordings out of this tape possible. And it's a good tape for that. You've got good signal to noise ratio, you've got good distortion figures, because if you keep it at minus 4, minus 5, you've got 36, 37 dB between that and the harmonic distortion. So that's a good ratio. It's a lot better than a lot of tapes. Being a Type 2 is not meant to be banged, it is not meant to be hammered, it is meant to be a quiet tape, which is exactly what this is. Something that a lot of so-called audiophiles and tape experts seem to not understand is that if you drive a tape to distortion, then you're going to get a distorted sound. I know it sounds obvious, but for some reason it just doesn't seem to click. So what that means is that what you need to do is, if you look at these sort of charts, and you can always knock one up yourself, you can then find out where the tape is optimally working, and this tape has been optimized for this deck. So there's no way that the deck is failing to work, there's no way that the tape is underperforming because of adjustments. What it is that's what the tape can do. So if you adjust so that you actually get the proper settings on the bias and all of that sort of stuff, why would you then ignore the fact that it doesn't like being overdriven? If you just look at the results on here, and you can see what you need to do is to drive the tape within its working capabilities, and it will give you excellent results. So that's what I've done here. I've given you the opportunity to see how the tape works, where it works best in an optimized deck, and all you need to do now is just record it and play it back at the levels that would be best. So to prove that, here is the Patrick Patricos being played at 0 dB, and then it'll be followed by the -20. If you turn the volume up on your system so that you can hear the -20 at a good level, you will see how much nicer the sound is. It is much cleaner, it is more full. It just happens to be a bit quieter, and that's where you have to adjust. Turn the volume up. So overall I would say it's good tape, and what I'll do is I'll play now the Patrick Patricos, and we'll just let it run out on there. Anyway, thank you very much, and I'll catch you another time. Cheers. Oh, by the way, don't forget, like, subscribe, pass the video around. Cheers.